everyone, good afternoon. You're welcome to Chat TV. You're welcome to Chat and Handle on YouTube. Welcome to Life with Chat on Facebook. If you're following me on Instagram, you're welcome to Chat Darlings or Nida Darlings. Or if you are following me on TikTok, you're welcome to Chat Annie. So my name is Sylvia Chat Annie. So we are on our Just Start program, and I'm here to tell you to just start. Just that whatever that thing you're thinking, just start it. So I'm here to motivate you guys. Yesterday we talked about start with, and I would like to give a summary on what we talked about yesterday. You can still go back to my channel and look that up. Now start with basically is start with an idea. Start with your thoughts. Start with, the start with is a question and the answer is nothing. Start with nothing. You don't need money to start that business. You don't need money to start that career. You don't need money to start making a living. So start with nothing. Start with your head, your idea, start with your thoughts and everything. So today, like I said, Just Start has four major branches and other sub branches. The first is start with, the second is start what, the third is start when, and the fourth is start where. Now we've dealt with start with yesterday. Today we are talking about start what? And this is where a lot of us get confused. Start what? Come on, chat, what do you want me to start? And the answer to start what is anything. So I would like you to just write it down. Start what? Anything. Start what? Something. Start what? Anything. Start what? Something. Anything. Something. Yesterday I said an example of start with that I have a friend who currently is into business, sells wares, but before she started her business, she started online. She did not have phones. She reposts what the buyer is. So once, or rather the seller is selling, and then you know when you, okay, for example, if you want to buy from her right now, because I know her, I know how she runs it. You want to buy from her, you tell her this is what I want. She goes to the direct dealer, buy it, and sells it to you and make the gain. So she started with the intermediary. She's the intermediary, and from there she started gathering up money, 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 money. And now she has her own business. She's now a seller. So she doesn't have to go to any other seller to buy stuff from. In as much as she still does that, because in clothing line there she you won't have everything. So there are some things that she has or that you want to and she doesn't have it, and she just calls the seller and get it for you. Now I also made an example of what is on your contact list. Start with your contact list. You mustn't have money to start. Start with your contact list. I also made a scenario of, for example, you want to sell something and you post it on your status. Most of us in the world use WhatsApp. You post it on your status, and for a week, 2 weeks, 1 month, and nobody in your contact list has asked you, how much are you selling this? Or I want to patronize you, or I want to buy this from you. Then you need to change that contact list. So today we are talking about start what. And start what? The answer is start something. Start anything. So for my previous story I just told now is also linked to start what. Now she started with using her head, knowing she can do this. She did not have money. She started with what is available. A phone. Almost everyone has a phone. What are you doing with your phone? Are you just scrolling on social media every day while people are learning AI? Are you just um laughing, watching comedy while people are doing content creation? Content creation is not for everyone. Some people are doing faceless. Are you just making calls with your phone when you can do so many other things with your phone? Start what? There are so many things to start. You say you want to be in the line of business. Think about it. What kind of business do I want to do? That's why the first one is start with. Start with your head and start what? Practicalizing. Now, the what is trying to practicalize what you've thought about. For example, okay, I also made an example yesterday that when I was sick, I was in my hospital bed. That was when my brain was functioning because there were so many times that I did not have to use my phone. All right. I just had to, lie down there, try to sleep and meditate, and my brain opened. I thought on so many things. Yes, I'm a 9 to 5 worker and I am still a 9 to 5 worker. I appreciate God for that. So, start words. Let's say you want to do a business. Every business needs capital, quite right. But there are so many businesses out there that if you have this phone, you can start without a capital. Start what? You start with, okay, this is what I want to do. Now, what? There are so many things you can do. What to do? Okay, I want to venture into event planning. Okay, it's something I need to learn because most of the time you can't just start something you don't know about. That this is you starting something new. All right, but I believe everyone on this world has an idea of something. Now, start with is you thinking, being innovative. Start what is okay, like you trying to practicalize it. Like in this life, there is something you know how to do better than everyone else. There is definitely something, it might be a skill, it might be a learned character, it might be in a field where you grew up and you just know how to do that stuff. And you'll be like, okay, I want to start something new, right? Like maybe event planning, like I said, and you have a phone, we have YouTube, we have Instagram, we have Facebook. How many event planners are you following online? How many events planners have you watched how they plan events on YouTube? It's not about watching it for fun, it's watching it for learn. There's a difference between you're learning something while watching it and you're watching it as a movie or for fun. There is a difference. Have you brought out your notepad? Have you brought out your pen and paper? Have you drafted out? I want to be an event planner and I don't have money for now, but this is how I want to start. Have you talked to someone about it? When I talked about start with, I mentioned your communications, I mentioned your contact list. Now, have you talked to someone about it? Life is full of connections. You can't just hide in the shadow and make it in life. It's not possible. You have to step on someone to rise. I don't mean stepping on someone negatively, no, no, no. What I mean is, you can't just rise without someone being there, either guiding you or watching you. Have you spoken to someone? Oh, this is what I want to do. I want to be an event planner. Do you know any? I want to learn. Have you communicated? Have you scouted for it? Have you taken a walk? to an event. Okay, your friend will like, send me an Ivy, can you come for this event? Oh no, I'm busy, or I don't have a clothes to wear, or I'm going to work. Yeah, me, most times I don't attend events because I'm always at work. I'm just using this for an example. Or you find an excuse, and maybe peradventure that day you didn't go anywhere, you just sit in the comfort of your home watching Netflix. No, step out, go out. And when you go for an event, you're not going for an event as an event planner just to sit down there, clap your hands, and eat and go. No. You're going there to look around. Some people are permitted to take pictures, while some won't. That's fine. If possible, go closer to the materials, touch them, feel them. If possible, ask questions. If you're close enough to know the host of that event, good and fine. If you know the celebrants of the event, better. Can easily ask them, wow, who did this decoration for you? Wow, who made this cake for you? Who is the caterer here? How did you get this hall? And they're like, oh, okay, okay, okay. Let me give you this contact. You can always ask, like, okay, I want to do an event and I need this. Okay, okay, let me give you this contact. Ask. From there, you didn't break the bank to get that contact. You did not pay money to get that stuff. Right? So, start. There are so many things to start. Nobody should even come and ask me, start what? Man, there are so many things to start. And then, before I end my start what today, I would like to put it to you that when you start something, or when you start anything, and after a period of time that thing fails, doesn't mean you should not start again. Doesn't mean you should not start something else. For example, you ventured into event planning, it did not work. You can venture into something else. You can venture into business of buying and selling, maybe women wears, men clothing, tailoring, fashion designing, shoes, bags. You look for something you like and venture into it. Do not say, oh, because I what this I started this and it didn't work out for me. Or another thing is, when you start something and you along the line you started making preparations for your finance regarding what you started, because that topic is also under just that. It's gonna be a later topic. So I will appreciate it if you follow our classes. Now, when you start something, and then when it's time for financing, when it's time for capital, when it's time for growth, that's after you've already learned that thing and you've made up your mind, and then you finance it and you find out that it's not going as planned, or it's not something you have passion for, or it's not just something you can do, it's not for you, or the business failed, doesn't mean you should not start again. If the business fail and it is something you like, you love doing, you repeat. So many business moguls out there failed over and over and over again, and they stood up over and over again. You can't give birth to a baby and the baby starts walking immediately. It's not possible. Is never possible. A day old baby cannot crawl. A day old baby cannot stand. A day old baby cannot talk. A day old baby cannot run. A day old baby cannot go to school. Right? Life is in stages. Not because you're just starting and then you're looking at someone that started 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and probably in the same line of business with you, and you're trying to make comparisons. No, 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 no. Now, I do tell people, just start. What? Anything is better than starting in a very big way, especially if you're not grounded in what you're starting. The chances of failing, the probability is 99.9% failure. Only a percentage pass. And for that 1% to even pass, you have to be on your toes. You have to be in your business, into your business. Like, if you know what I mean, you have to be there, like there, all the time. In fact, you're your sales girl, you're your receptionist, you're your cashier, you're your marketer, you are everything in that business. And you're learning as well. You're also a trainee in the business. Like, because you can tell me you started something and you invested a whole lot of money into it, and it's something very new to you. Instead of it to start small, you just, started in a big way, because of probably your location or something. We are still going to come to that area, and then all of a sudden you're not in it, my dear. You're going to run that business more than the way you go for your 9 to 5 work, consistently, being disciplined. As I said, all this are branches of our Just Start program. So today I'm here to say, start something. Do not ask the question what. Yesterday we talked about asking the question with, what will I start with? Now today we are asking the question what? What will I start? Like, what do you want me to start? What? So start something. Start anything. That stuff you've thought about, start it. That stuff you think you can do, start it. That stuff you've told somebody about, start it. That stuff you've dreamt about, you have an idea about it, you have passion about it, even if you don't have the money, start it. There are so many ways to start something without funds. There are so many ways. Most of the rich people today did not start anything with so much funds. They started by little. And trust me, there is power in little beginning. I believe in the power of little beginning. So start something. I want you to write on the comment section, start something. If you watched this far and you understood everything I said today, I want you to write on the comment section, start something. And I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for following my page. Thank you. Please, if you're new to our channel, like, subscribe, follow for more, and drop a comment. Keep a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. Love you all. Start something, anything.